Patriots Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First down, Mayfield. And his first look is incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Throwing, Jones. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Rashad Bateman.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Patriots nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Flushed out right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down, and this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on a punt for New England.
Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Landry brushes him off. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. Now Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now Landry. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake.
Jones hit and the ball's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Double tight. Everyone got four down. King. Silver. 24 is the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go. Shift. Check.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
24 is the mic.
Mayfield on 1st down. That one is caught by Hunt. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception.
John Johnson with the INT. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. Finding room at the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's to the 10. And he'll be out of bounds.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are pouring it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken at the goal line. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
On the return, Johnson. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
24 is the mic. I got you. I got you. Check 24. Check 24. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Duvernay His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, it's Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert! Here we go. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Ready? 24 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Mayfield now.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score from 79. Patriots nothing.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 79 Broncos.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
20. Run. Go. Go. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Come on, boy. Big time.
Mayfield. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield eluded, and the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Mike, 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. No. Off. 36. Hurry.
Mayfield now from the 50.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for New England. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, here's Harris. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw.
There he goes, left side. The 20.
I need to get my
and
swag
they're
right.
going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This taken in at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for New England. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 24 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Mayfield to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.